Alright, so hi everyone. Today is really exciting for me because we're going to be unboxing a bunch of Sonic books. I ordered a bunch of from eBay recently, and somebody even offered to pay for an order for me for a commission. So I'm going to work on that commission, but I had no idea it would arrive so fast. So there's two packages. This one is the first one. Yeah, it's obviously from eBay. And this is the second one that has the addresses on top. It's a big box, and you'll see why in a second. But let's do this one first, cause that's why I set up the phone so high, so we can see them. Yeah, I'm really excited for these. It came wrapped in like a box, or not a box, a plastic bag. From Dollar General, take a look at that. Okay, wow. These are in really good condition for an out-of-print book. So yeah, this is the Best of Sonic, the first volume. The art is great. You can even see Sally there. Because yes, this is when Sally was still a thing. And this collects some of the best parts of the comics from any time. There's a lot of old issues in here. A lot of new ones. Mostly old ones, but that's okay. But yeah, this looks awesome. This looks so good. I didn't expect it to look this good. Because usually hardcovers have, like, if you look at the corners, like, they're, like, bent in, which isn't a big deal, it happens, but these aren't even that. I think I bought these from a person who was selling from his own comic shop or something. And this is the one that I was really excited for. This is the Best of Sonic the Hedgehog villains. So there's all of the comic book villains on the cover here, and this cover is amazing. It's by one of my favorite artists, Ben Bates. He worked on the Sonic comics for a while, and it was amazing. But yeah, I don't know if he would ever do the IDW comics, but sorry for the glare. But yeah, this book looks awesome. It looks amazing. And yeah, I knew that it would be like a lot of recent stuff. This story, also, this Babylon Rogue story, they reprint like in 4 books that I have. It's like, this is like reprinted. I'm guessing they really love this story, which is interesting. Yeah, it's a lot of recent stuff. I'm surprised. It's mostly recent stuff. Or stuff that was like, that happened before like the reboot. And we'll go over that in this next package. So yeah, that's Best of Sonic 1 and 2. They were planning a 3, apparently, I learned recently, but of course there's a lot of announced Archie books that got canned because of you-know-what happened. Okay, so I'm gonna move the phone down for this next part. Okay, so here's the next box, and this contains literally every single issue from Sonic Super Digest, which was a quarterly magazine released from 2012 to 2016, and I remember seeing them in stores, but never picking them up. But I managed to find every single issue in one lot, which is nice because I'm just like that. We'll try our best to go in order on the issue number. I see the first one right here, so this is the very first issue. It's in very good condition. I'm surprised, honestly. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff I didn't expect to be in here. That's good. So yeah, this one came out in 2012. See, that got that first issue logo right here. I'm surprised I didn't get these, because, yeah. So yeah, it's number 1. I see number 2 right here. I love the covers on these. See all this comics. Yeah, I'm excited to read through these. See, there's 20 years of comics logo. That's right, they went for 2 decades. 2 whole decades. Let's see, there's number 3. I think this guy put them in here in order, which makes sense. These are in pretty good condition, though there's some wear on the sides, but I really don't mind that, as long as like nothing's ripped or anything. There's a lot of older comics in here. I'm surprised. I thought it would be like newer stuff, but I read online that changes after volume number 4. So this is the last volume that'll probably have the old stuff in it. Yeah. There's some newer stuff in this, though. yeah, there's just like a bunch of random excerpt, like random stories in this, which is fine. And this was after the reboot. This one was after the reboot. So there's, well, never mind, I guess. There's a lot of old stories in this one. I think this one did come out, like, release after the Genesis wave happened. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, the Genesis wave was this, was what they called the reboot. There's a lot to go into with that, but, it's after, ooh, this one's like a big one. That looks cool. This one's a little faded, but that's okay. That's totally okay. Wow, it's like all of the old issues. This must be like a special edition or something, which is fine, which is totally fine. Yeah, I love the shininess on the cover, and this was on another book that I have. I don't have it with me though. I didn't expect there to be like super sizes. Yeah, Super Digest. Anyway, the free Genesis, the Genesis wave, was basically just like after, if you remember, after the Mega Man and Sonic crossover series, they rebooted the entire story. They pretty much rewrit everything, and for example, as you can see on this cover, it says, plus an all-new story, Sonic Comic Origins. That's to explain how one of the characters got to be where he is. Like, this one is explaining Rotor's new story and how he came to be, which is different from the original story, so they had to explain how all of the characters got to that point in this new world, in this new universe. And it wasn't completely, like, void of the previous one. Like, in the very beginning of the reboot, it explained that some characters remembered, like, of an alternate reality, which is freaky, but it's cool. I think it's cool how they did that. Yeah, here's another Sonic Comic Origins. It's probably going to be Antoine. It's probably, yep, it's Antoine. I didn't expect there to be old issues reprinted in this, but it's probably not the ones by Ken Penders. Because Ken Penders is probably the reason why they, I'm going in order here. I didn't expect to be able to go in order. I thought it was just going to be like a jumble. There's another Comic Origins in this. This one is Bunny. This one's how Bunny came to be. And I like those little stories that they made. I like them a lot. Yeah, this one, I'm surprised, like, that they were able to reprint some of the older stories here. I'm sure it, like, depended on who wrote them. Like, if Ken Penders wrote them, then you can't reprint them. Here's number 10. This one has a lot of reboot stuff. Yeah, except for that story. It's very good. I love it's oh man, yeah, that's right. Archie made a Sonic Boom comic, and it lasted for literally 11 issues. And then they did another Sonic and Mega Man crossover, except this time it was like Sega and Capcom crossover, and that was a huge mess. It was not as good as the first crossover in my opinion. Here's another super-sized one with a lot of issues in it. A lot of issues. I can't wait to see all these like lined up on my shelf. I'm so excited. I'm surprised I'm even able to go in order here. Featuring Sonic and Mega Man crossover chaos. Yeah, it's cool, I guess. Awesome. There's number 12. And here's number 13. I love some of sometimes it's like official artwork, sometimes it's like drawn artwork. I remember seeing these advertised in my issues, just never going for them. Never going for them. And sometimes there's like advertisements like these, like, hey, look, you can subscribe to Sonic Super Digest. It's kind of funny how some of them are like supersized because it's supposed to be a digest, supposed to be small. But anyway. Oh yeah, if you haven't read, honestly, if for the reboot people, if you haven't read the Sonic the Fighters Champions story, that's like one of my favorite Sonic stories, like in any comic ever. It's drawn well, it's exciting, it's so much fun to read. There's a lot of old characters, like see you got Scratch and Grounder here, and you have Breezy from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, which is awesome. And then you also have Honey the Cat, who actually has like she's actually part of the story, but sadly, since the reboot, since Archie got canceled, that really couldn't come to be very well. This is my. I remember I have like 2 issues of the Sonic Digest, and this is the one that I have. So I might get rid of the other one, which is fine. Yeah, this is the one that I have. And here is number 16. There we go, number 16. Yeah, this one has a lot of Sonic Boom stuff. This one's like, yay, Sonic Boom is here now. Look, read Sonic Boom, please. Now this one, I seriously thought that the Sonic Digest stopped at number 16. But no, this is number 17. I didn't know that this one even came out. And it has a lot of recent reboot issues, which makes sense. But yeah, I knew that it would be sad and they would announce the next Super Digest, but that never happened. This is it. This is how far it went. So yeah, this is every Sonic Super Digest. You have some really tiny ones, and you have some bites, and you have some supersized ones. So yeah, that's every one. There we go. Oh wow, geez, that was really professional. Okay, yeah, so that's every Super Digest that ever came out. And I like how these all have like the same render, and then they just started adding different renders. This is really cool to look at, honestly. I'm really happy that I actually have this. I'm happy that this is in my life now. And also these. Also these books that don't fit in the frame anymore. And rattle the table. So yeah, thanks for watching this thing and letting me gush. I'm just gonna say this. This is a slight preview to something that I'm planning. It's a big thing. I've never done anything like it before, so I hope I'll be able to at least do it in some capacity. Just expect something different in the near future, or just in the future in general. That's involving books, Sonic books. That's all I'm gonna say. So, and hopefully now that I've said it in a video, it'll push me to actually do it. So, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great day.